Good morning everybody, I take you now on another nice bike tour in Medjugorje in the morning, 6 o'clock. Come with me, we are going to go to a nice coffee and then meeting some nice friends from Germany, a friend from Germany. Especially, a friend from Figueras, married in Germany. She is a dear friend of mine. Seems like we made an exchange. I lived in Figueras, Spain, and she lived in Frankfurt. Seems like an exchange. And it's a good friend of mine. I met her in the church in Figueras in northern Catalonia. That's, by the way, my name, Costa Brava, Tom Costa Brava, because I was living before coming to Medjugorje in Costa Brava for about 6 years, commuting between Costa Brava and Spain and Israel. And but let's look here. Pilgrims are already on their feet because it's cool and you can do things in the morning, as I always say. In front you see James Church. Hard for a German in the morning to say that. Saint James Church. Pronounce it, no? Yeah, so I lived in Costa Brava. I came here. I had a huge, like a deep encounter with Our Lady up on Apparition Hill. And I stayed. After praying for 3 weeks in January, I asked, what should I do? And I clearly heard in the evening mass, Sunday evening mass, do testimonials, do videos about Medjugorje and show it around the world. As I did not know about Medjugorje, I would have come before. But don't complain if you haven't been here. It's all in God's timing. Not one day before, not one day after you are coming here. It's all in the will of God. We saw St. James Church, we just passed it, and now we are going. You will see, you have to find it out where we're going. Maybe by now you know the direction, because I go here on the left. Oh, interesting, this bakery is not open yet. The other one is open over here. This one, by the way, is open 24 hours. If you're hungry at night, go to that place and you will get bread. Oh, look, there's a car from Frankfurt, my hometown. The friend is married in Frankfurt, by the way. And let's go together. Hotel Leone. It's a nice hotel, by the way. I like the rooms a lot in there. Let's go together. Let's see if I can see my friend, because they have a meeting today, this morning at 6 at the place where I'm going. You know it by now. I'm going to. You can write it in the subscription, but you will know it when I write it in as a title. Okay, I tell you, I'm going to Apparition Hill, and I'm on the way with you guys there now. So I lived in Spain. I came here. I was up in front of Our Lady on Apparition Hill. I was filming for my YouTube channel, for Tom Costa Brava, as I had a travel channel, and I couldn't believe it. I started crying being in front of Our Lady, and what can I say? It was like that she saw my pain, what happened in my childhood, already when my mother was pregnant with me. She had huge depression. Afterwards, traumatic things happened, and there was a lot of pain accumulated in my heart. And being up there in front of Our Lady at that statue, I started to cry. I was so deeply touched. I don't know. You have to experience these things yourself. It's called the grace of tears, and I only can say it wasn't a feeling that I couldn't see her, but I could feel her in my spiritual eye or senses, no? And I could feel her pain, and I could feel that she was looking at my pain and could relate to my pain and saw my pain. And for this, Apparition Hill always is a special place for me going there. And people told me I should stay in Medjugorje. I tried to leave Medjugorje. The next day I had to fly out back home. Also, it was the death day of my sister when this happened, when I was up on Apparition Hill, and this was a huge shock for our family as well. And my sister died, and there is no coincidences with God, it's all God incidences. And people told me it's the grace of tears, stay in Medjugorje, older couple, French couple, not hippies or something, just a charismatic couple who had the gift of the Holy Spirit, say, stay in Medjugorje, it's the grace of tears, you will receive more here. But next day I said, no, this is too much, I'm going to back, I have my ticket, and the client hadn't paid yet, and he said, I'm going to stay in Bosnia without money. In Bosnia, I've never been, on the Balkan, and that's how we are, we want our comfort back. And I heard a little voice in the hotel room who said, stay, you have to make a step in faith if you want to go to paradise. I clearly heard that voice. So I read to a friend, a charismatic friend in India, and asked him, what should I do? Normally it's a break at that morning, 6 o'clock. He didn't answer. And so I said to God, look, I'm German, everything is organized. I have my QR code for the bus, 7:20 to go to Split. I go to the airport, I fly back via Rome, cheap ticket, everything well organized, and I'm going back to my old life. So I did that. But what happened then? I ended up in Rome and had this huge, I was filming the Vatican for my travel channel again. I was very happy back my life, doing my travel channel and filming and being happy. But afterwards I sat down, I had this strange feeling that I have left the clinic, and I had a open spiritual heart operation, and with that open spiritual heart I left the clinic, Medjugorje. And God has a lot of humor. I was sitting next to the Vatican in the pizzeria, and there was an Egyptian waiter. He saw that, he said, my dear friend, I want to offer you, he saw my face, I was not crying, but my long face, he saw, shocked face, he gave me a limoncello and a little pastry. He said, here, this is on the house, this is for you. And I had this strange feeling going back to Barcelona, darkness, pure darkness. And I said, my God, I can't do that. But next morning I said, no, this is all illusion. This is all strange kind of illusion. I am going back to Barcelona. And I tried to check in my Ryanair flight, and I couldn't check in. So I thought, I will do that at the airport. And so I went to the airport, to the check-in counter. I said, I have my little bag, I just want to get the pass, the boarding pass. And they said, no, this 55 euros. I had 13 euros left. And I said, well, yeah, I need to go to Barcelona. And she said, am I from Ryanair, working for Ryanair, or are you working for Ryanair? So the rules are 55 euros fine if you didn't check in online. Let I get off the bike so I can talk slowly with you. And so I was stranded in Rome. At the moment I couldn't enter the airplane. This friend from India wrote, he didn't know where I was and what had happened to me. He said, Thomas, all life is finished, no turning back. That was at the moment I couldn't get in the plane. You yearned for God for such a long time, new life is coming. And I was puzzled, you say, no? And I was sitting down 3 hours praying, 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. First human reaction is why you get angry with God, rebellion. But you should never. You ask, the thing is in this situation to ask, what do you want of me? I asked that for around 3 hours. Then I went to the chapel. I don't know how I found that chapel at the airport in Fiumicino in Rome. Was sitting in the chapel praying out, and God said, this is a safe room, yeah. And because I was tired, exhausted, I was totally stuck, stuck with my life in Rome at the airport. And then I heard a little voice crying out. You know, you have to cry out to God. He's not wishy-washy. He is like cold or hot, not medium cooked, you know, lukewarm, no. And I cried out, what do you want from me? And there was a little voice clearly saying, check your bank account, go to the mobile phone, to the banking app, check this client has paid, the money is there, and buy a ticket back to Medjugorje. It was very clear. I looked, the money was there. I checked directly, I checked directly the flights, and there was a flight, 49 euros, Rome, 4 hours, 5 hours later, back to Medjugorje. At the moment I pushed the buy button of the flight, there was a white plume, feather plume, falling down on my lap, on my knee, how do you say, on my lap, no? And I was astonished because I looked up, there was I was in the airport building, you know. And then I came back to Medjugorje and I stayed. That is a bit my testimony. Why am I here? Why is the channel called Tom Costa Brava? As I had a travel channel before, walking tours Costa Brava. You can check, all these videos are still there, it's not a lie. You can check it in the playlist, all these different towns of the Costa Brava. And also I want to say something, we have this, you know, I was in a train one time from Figueres, where I lived, to Girona, and there was a lady, a young lady, we started talking, and she said, you know, it's amazing to see the young people, we are all on the internet, Facebook, WhatsApp, all these things, and it's so fast, all these impressions we get so fast, but the soul can't follow it. And I'm convinced that it's like that. We are getting all this impression, and our soul can't work it through these impressions we get, you know, the stimulation special. And what I learned is literally walking 6 months in northern Catalonia, Costa Brava, is that I was getting grounded, more grounded. It seems to be a preparation for my journey here in Medjugorje, because I got more calm. I was grounded. I was walking the earth of northern Catalonia. I felt the nature, smells, trees, the rocks. You know, you will see that if you look at the walking tours. And that is what Medjugorje, by the way, is all the way about: to slow down, to get in peace, to get back to your senses, and to come back to God. That's basically what it is all about, being here. And I strongly recommend you to come here to Medjugorje and just to see what it's all about. You can see this is nature, you hear the birds, it's peace. It's a piece of heaven on earth, as people say. The heaven is touching earth here. If you have a sensibility for the supernatural, you will be happy here. And here we go, we are going to Apparition Hill and going up there. Hello, hello. This is a good friend of mine there. Hello. Another good friend. Hello. Another good friend up there. And there we go. Look, another good friend living up there on that side. Hello. Amazing. And so that is Apparition Hill in front of us, and we are going there now together. You see people up already in the morning because it's cool. It's a cool morning. During the day it's getting very, very hot here at the moment. We have 35 degrees Celsius. And the summary of everything is written there: God is love. You know, God is spirit, God is love. It's written in the Bible. And that's what it's all about. You have to be in love. There it is written. And that's what it's all about. And Mary gives us the vision to Christ. She points to Christ, and isn't that beautiful? Look at that. And also you can see then, when you are with Christ, Christ points us to God the Father, and God the Father is beautiful. He loves each one of us. He's full of love. And I leave you with this view on Bika's house, which is here, one of the visionaries. She lived in that house. And I hope like this you could understand a bit my way coming to Medjugorje. God bless you all. Have a joyful day. Please subscribe to the channel, share the video, give a like, and make Medjugorje known. It's worthwhile. And you're helping Our Lady She's just beautiful. God bless you all. Bye for now here from Medjugorje.